Hola amigos, welcome back to my channel. So since the other day that I watched this video about what not to do when you visit New Zealand, the algorithm of YouTube kind of thinks that I'm planning my next trip to New Zealand in the next few days. So now I'm just being bombarded with this type of content, and I'm actually quite curious. Today the algorithm is recommending this video called 10 things not to do in New Zealand. So yeah, I'm just curious to see what these things are. I might visit New Zealand at some point, probably not in the next few days, but maybe we'll have some important information in this video. So without any further ado, let's just see what this video from the content creator called Kiwi Americans has for us today. Let's go.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. Today we have a great video where we're going to talk about the 10 things that you should definitely not do when you are visiting New Zealand. So you need to watch this and pay attention to these tips before you ever think about coming here. So if you don't know me, we are a family of 6 who have moved to New Zealand from America about 5 years ago, and we just kind of share our experience and our journey. So if you like this topic or you like this channel, please subscribe below, and here we go.
It's always nice to watch content from people moving to other places. I always kind of think of myself when I watch these videos and what I would say about the country that I live in, because I'm someone that moved to Denmark 10 years ago. So I should probably do at some point 10 things not to do in Denmark and these kind of things. Always fun to watch this.
Okay, number 1, when you are in New Zealand, don't compare it to Australia. Don't say, oh, I love this or this is like the same thing.
Yeah.
Don't do that. While they are close as siblings, they also are rivals like siblings. So
yeah, I think this happens a lot with neighboring countries. Like, for example, here in Denmark, if I were to, like I was saying, if I were to make a video about 10 things not to do in Denmark, would be comparing Denmark to Sweden or to Norway, especially Sweden, because like she's saying, they are like siblings, but they have history or issues with each other like siblings. For example, Denmark and Sweden, they've had quite a bit of wars with each other, so you wouldn't want to go around comparing Denmark to Sweden all the time. I don't think people would get actually offended, because people in Denmark are pretty chill, but you definitely wouldn't be the most popular foreigner at the lunch table.
don't compare them too much together. Okay, and number 2, don't forget to offer guests tea when they come to your house. This can be an adjustment for a lot of Americans, especially that don't drink tea, where coffee is more of like the common thing that you can offer coffee as well. But tea, always have tea. Don't be stuck without tea in your house, and offer it when people come over to visit. Number 3, don't drive over the speed limit. Let me tell you, I have learned that lesson.
I feel like that would be anywhere you go, no?
In the US, it's normal to drive 10 miles per hour over the speed limit. In New Zealand, the speed limit means the speed limit. Don't speed. There's cameras everywhere, and you will get a nice ticket in the mail if you speed. It's very passive aggressive. They don't necessarily like pull you over. You just get a ticket in the mail. So that's my tip to you.
That's crazy that you just get a ticket in the mail. I mentioned I live in Denmark, but here I don't have a car. We bike everywhere. But I come from Mexico, and I cannot imagine this system working in Mexico with getting a speed limit ticket in your mailbox. It's just something that doesn't compute in my head. So
if you're moving here, if you're visiting
what
here,
if you disagree? I don't know.
don't speed. Number 4, very important one. Do not disrespect Maori culture. It's everywhere in New Zealand. It's valued in New Zealand. They speak Te Reo in New Zealand, and they respect Maori culture, which is really, really a wonderful thing here, and very different than how we treat our indigenous people in the US. So just know, if you are coming here, to definitely respect Maori culture and find out as much as you can about it and explore it. And it's so awesome, and it adds so much to this country. And in fact, the values of a Maori culture is just amazing, and is really what makes New Zealand what it is today. Number 5, don't enter New Zealand with dirty shoes or really anything dirty in your luggage.
Yeah, I feel like this one comes up a lot. In the video I watched the other day, it was also about not bringing like food in your luggage, and that you will also probably be asked to clean your shoes before boarding a plane. Obviously, because they don't want people bringing unwanted what do you call it, biochemical, biological hazards into the country, right?
You have to go through biosecurity when you enter New Zealand, and you don't want to bring in any dirt. They're very particular about this because they don't want to bring in anything bad into their country.
Yeah,
and that is
course.
really what makes New Zealand so stunning and so beautiful. And it doesn't have horrible, awful things in this country because of their biosecurity system. When you go through immigration, when you get off an international flight into New Zealand, don't have dirt on your items. And
I'm a bit confused. What did she mean by this?
You get off awful things, beautiful, and it's so stunning and so beautiful.
That's what makes New Zealand so stunning, so beautiful.
And it doesn't have horrible, awful things in.
And it doesn't have horrible, awful things. I just don't know what she means. What would be horrible, awful things that other countries have because people brought things in their shoes? Yeah, I guess she means diseases, but yeah, I don't know. The way she phrased it, I'm just a bit confused, but I might just be missing something here.
Dirt on your items. And number 6, this is a good one. You're going to need to know this, okay? Shopping is not open. Malls, stores, whatever is not open generally after 6 p.m. So a lot of you will be coming from countries where you can shop any time of the day, open 24 hours. Not in New Zealand.
I'm actually surprised that there are places that are open 24 hours like that. Maybe this is just an American thing, but in Mexico you would not be able to shop anywhere 24 hours. I think maybe McDonald's and 7-Eleven, but that's pretty much about it, and some restaurants. And in Denmark, definitely also after 6 p.m. most of the shops will be closed unless it's, like I said, 7-Eleven or a restaurant or something like this. So I'm not shocked with this one. Maybe it's just an American thing that they like shopping a lot, I guess. I don't know.
Stores close 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. On the weekends a little bit later.
I feel like that's normal.
Don't expect them to be open past 6 o'clock. So
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. You let me know what you think. Is this shocking or?
And it's not open. Now in New Zealand they have Thursday night is the night that everybody stays open late. So if you want to plan your shopping, plan to go on a Thursday night.
Okay.
In addition to the shopping, don't expect restaurants to be open until 5:30 at the earliest. And in addition to that, don't expect cafes to stay open past 3 p.m. So if you are traveling around New Zealand and it's between 3 p.m. and 5:30, good luck finding a place to eat. Okay, it's weird when you're used to everything being open all the time to everything's not open all of the time. And if you're just kind of stuck in those weird hours, you can find an American restaurant that'll be open. McDonald's, Burger King, Subway, those restaurants will be open for you, but not most places in New Zealand. Now, in addition to restaurants not being open, don't expect chain restaurants. There are not a lot, if any, well, there's a little bit of chain restaurants in New Zealand at all. So every town and every city that you visit are new restaurants, new types of restaurants, new things to try. So you will always have a fish and chip shop. You will always have like an Indian restaurant.
That's interesting. I haven't thought about that. I feel like that's good and bad. Like it's good that you get to try all these different things, but I guess it's bad that when you're traveling, sometimes you just want to get something that you are already familiar with, like going to McDonald's or going to, I don't know, one of these big chains. But I think it's kind of good to get out of a bit of your comfort zone and just try something new. I feel like this one's fine.
Restaurant, and you know, there are always generally American restaurants, American fast food, let me say. But there isn't, you know, a consistent brand across the country. Franchising really isn't a thing here. And so that can be a little bit frustrating when you just want to go and know that something's good
No.
You're not going to know that. You're going to have to try a new place. And that could be very stressful when you come from a country that you're used to chains to now I don't even know what's good here. So there's these 4 different Indian restaurants and I have no idea which one to choose. So Google review is good to check, but just go ahead and try it and be okay if it's not that good. Another good thing to note is don't expect to tip. There's no tipping in New Zealand.
Okay, that's good.
In a restaurant,
I like that.
With a service like somebody picking up your bags or hairdresser or any places that you normally tip, you don't tip. The price is the price. So while you may sit down in a restaurant and think, oh, this is expensive, well, keep in mind, there's also no tipping. So
It's the same in
no
Denmark.
tipping when you're in New Zealand. Number 10, no crowds. Okay? There are not a lot of people here, and it's amazing. And so just expect to be around no crowds quite often when you're in New Zealand.
All right,
It's
that's
really
it,
great.
guys.
So if
I'm
you get
moving to
a
New
beach
Zealand.
and it's packed with people.
That sounds nice.
Go to the next beach. There won't be anybody.
Wow, look at
It
that.
is not uncommon that you could walk along a beach with nobody on it. It's amazing here.
Wow.
I know there's a lot of parts of the world where there's no way to avoid crowds, and that's what makes New Zealand so special, so don't expect crowds.
Okay, that sounds
And the
nice,
last little
actually.
tip that I want to leave you with is when you go and you get off of the plane and you're in the airport and you go up saying, I'm going to need a coffee, and you order your coffee, and that barista says to you, sweet as, I'll get that for you. They're saying sweet as. 1S. I hope you enjoyed my video this week.
I
And
feel like they mentioned it in the other video what sweet ass meant, but I don't think I remember. I guess it's just like, oh, like, okay, wonderful, I'll just do that for you. But it sounds, I would be a bit shocked if someone said, if it was a señorita at the Starbucks saying sweet ass to me, I'd probably ask for her number and look all stupid afterwards. All right. Anyway, I guess that is it for today's video. As usual, if there's anything you'd like me to react to next, please put it down in the comments down below. Without any further ado, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I will see you next time. Bye.